This is the Mini Cooper S All Electric, or simply known as the Mini Electric. Yes, that's right. Your favourite Mini Premium package has gone plug-in. But there are a few features on the exterior of this Cooper S that I want to draw your attention to that I think are particularly lovely, as they've carried over from the internal combustion version of this car. Let's start at the front. So you've got this lovely grille, but the air scoop that you would recognise from the combustion engine driven Cooper S, that of course on that car scoops in all that lovely air for the supercharger and the turbos, but on this at least shows a nod to the heritage of this particular car. The classic Cooper headlights, they are here and safe and sound, which I'm very glad to say. And then the alloy wheels, which I particularly like because they look like a 3-pin plug. It's a nice little nod to the fact that this is now electric. As you head back, it's all Cooper, as you would know and love. Really large doors so that your passengers can pop into the back when the seats are down. Nobody blew the bloody doors off of this particular Mini. And yes, I am making a reference to the Italian Job, but the original Italian Job, the better one from the 60s. Nothing against you, Mr. Mark Wahlberg, but your version was not as good. As you head round the back, you've got your plug-in for your 32.6 kilowatt hour battery. It's got AC and DC charging, which means when you're out and about, it will charge quicker than you might expect, especially if you're brand new to the EV world. And this plug-in will get you 150 miles there or thereabouts on a charge. But then as you head around the back of the Cooper S All Electric, well, there's some nice little added fancies for me to show you. At the rear end of the Mini, it's got a nice little nod to its heritage in the light cluster. As you can see, the Union Jack alive and well. Of course, Mini, or this particular type of shape, being pumped out by BMW since 2001, but they are still made in Oxford. In fact, if you find yourself in that part of the world, they've got a visitor centre. It's well worth it. But let's talk about the rear boot space. You've got 210 litres of space in the back, goes up to 800 if you pop the back seats down. I'm going to be desperately honest with you. If you want to carry more than this medium-sized suitcase, for example, you are going to have to put one of those seats down. But that is not a bad thing. It is still rather practical for a small premium hatch. But you're going to spend a lot of time in the cabin driving this because it is so much fun. So let's have a little explore of the interior. The inside of this Mini is classic meets modern meets premium. It's a three-way interior. Now, it is a wonderful place to be. I will start with the seats. They are extraordinarily comfortable and sporty all at the same time. This is, of course, a Cooper S. The Cooper S is the sportier side of the Mini range, and it really does feel like that, even down to the steering wheel. Now, the steering wheel itself, nicely adorned with a leather feel and real buttons to choose what you want from your menu. So your cruise control, your volume up, down, answer the phone, that kind of carry on, all done from the steering wheel. Then in front of you, you've got a nice mini little display that actually, oh, see what I did there, Mini. And it shows just how much power you're using and how fast you're going, obviously, and what have you. And this has got a heads-up display. It's all super crisp. I really enjoy it. And do you know what? You don't feel too closed in here because of all the glass. You can see out of absolutely everything. It's such a wonderful place to sit. Now, the infotainment, now that is something that I really enjoy. You've got a choice of lots of buttons, but also touchscreen, which is nice, but you can control it from a little iDrive feeling set of knobs in the middle. Not a bad thing at all, but it's got everything you would expect: Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, sat-nav, and you can manage your charging degrees in the infotainment as well. So whether you want to charge your battery up to 80% plus, you can do from in here. Nice little touches that I enjoy. Well, when you turn the heat up and down through the climate control options, which are all buttons in the main dashboard, the main big circular surround, well, that changes colour alongside it, which I quite enjoy. Now, because I am a child, one of the key things that I like about Minis in general is all the buttons and knobs that frankly make me feel like a fighter pilot. You've got all the buttons up here that manage the lights, the The button that manages the sunroof, all up here as well, lovely job. Start, stop, that's usually in red, for example, in a Cooper S, but it's in green because this is all electric. You can choose your driving mode from a little knob down here as well, sport, green, normal, all of that. It's just a really nice touch. Even the gear lever is really, really nice. Obviously, this doesn't have a transmission. You've basically got forward, neutral, and reverse, and it's all really good. It feels very premium. There are hints of BMW in here. The button that selects your collision warning, pedestrian alert, your intelligent safety system, basically, I can tell you now that has come straight out of a 1 Series. But it's great. It's a wonderful place to sit. It's a wonderful place to be. And of course, as you're driving along in silence, if you want, because it's all electric, you do, of course, have the option for sound. It is equipped with a Harman Kardon sound system, which you're more used to finding as an option in BMWs. But of course, because Mini is part of that BMW group, you can also have it optioned in your Mini, and that is exactly what we have in here. It is a fantastic system. And if you want to learn more about sound systems, well, lucky you, we've done a video on just that subject, which you can watch by clicking on the banner or going into the link in the description of this video. So wonderful additions, and you can see the subtle hints of the BMW group scattered within. But it really actually finishes what is a very premium cabin. Now, if you're driving along in one of these, there is a fair chance you'll have passengers. So what's it like in the back? Once you're in the back, it is still a premium place to be. The seats are nicely appointed and upholstered, just like in the front. It is a 2+2. There is no middle seat that you can pop a passenger in, but there is ISOFIX in the 2 seats that are back here. So if you do have a child seat, that will go back here, no problem. It doesn't feel as cramped as it might do because this has got a double panoramic roof, so there's plenty of light coming in from upstairs. And there are creature comforts such as a little cup holder, and the Harman Kardon sound system is back here as well. So your passengers can enjoy the same music in the same quality as you do in the front. I'm gonna be honest, it is a little tight. I'm 5'8". The driving seat is in my position and my legs are literally pinned in place. So you're not gonna be doing a hugely long journey necessarily in the back. Penzance to John O'Groats might not be a journey you want to do from the back, but it's still premium, it's still nice enough for zipping around. Overall, it's still a nice place to be. The Mini All Electric, a nod to a wonderful past while taking you effortlessly into the future. But if this particular type of package isn't for you, then don't worry, because at Big Motoring World, we're big on choice and we're big on what matters to you.